Damn, Saturdays are fucking insane, dude. But I can't think of a better way to end my videos for the day than with the read chapter. Well, actually, I take that back because it's only because we're in this little lull transition between arcs with all these powerful emotions that are actually feel good. Like last chapter, if you missed it, I actually did chapter 120 earlier today. Again, I apologize for missing that last week. Hopefully, we don't have a repeat of that anytime in the near future. But regardless, I haven't really seen many whispers as far as this chapter is concerned. So I'm guessing, looking at this first page, Ishida has to be playing off of everything that Akira just experienced, and her kind of questioning her sense of hatred and actually realizing how much love Hinami actually is, which, dude, that embrace shit was powerful. Shit was actually powerful. So I'm curious to see what her resolve is now. I'm hoping that she decides to stick with Goat, but it's going to be interesting to see what move she makes. Nevertheless, we're going to dive straight into it and see what Ishida has in store. Smash that like button if you're hype, and I'm going to get into it right now. Invited by Toka, Akira met and was touched by Hinami and the Ghoul children. And now, as answerless questions float around her, it seems something indeed is melting away. Oh, Kaneki, my boy, when do you rest, dude? This man's been doing constant research since they returned. Ken Kaneki. Akira. I met Fueguchi. Oh, Hinami? You did, I see. What did she say to you? She didn't say anything. She just touched me. That line is real, dude. Both physically and emotionally. And now some emotions I don't really understand are welling up inside me. My heart's broken, dude. So much love. So much fucking love. Now I have a proper conversation with the man. It feels like I'm moving forward, but all I'm doing is spinning in place. I wish I could just cling fast to the frills of justice. I mean, it's all well and good, but what happens with that justice is completely empty. You have to reevaluate your understanding of the concept, which is exactly what Amon had to contend with, and you snubbed the man too. I feel bad. Yeah, I feel bad, and that's the thing. I still feel incredibly bad for Akira herself, so I can't even fault her. To be honest, thinking back, I can't help but feel that that's really all I've been doing. After father died, I, unable to get away, simply clung to my duty at the CCG. And once First Class Amon and Takizawa were gone, I clung to you. But now I have nowhere, nothing to cling to. I was empty. Akira, man. Incredible character. I am still here. But you are no longer Heisei. I'd argue against that. Just because his understanding of the past is returned doesn't mean that every moment you spent together has just simply vanished. Exactly, I still remember everything. In our first training sessions, I learned how to use a Quinque from you. And everything I know about investigations, the mindset of an investigator. Ken Kaneki. Titles and names are just symbols for others. And no matter how much you attempt to tell them otherwise, the people around you are influenced by these symbols. True facts, man. Absolutely true facts. This dialogue is real right now. Both of these, I'm glad I'm reading 120 and 121 in the same day. I'm not gonna lie, because the way they're playing off each other is incredible. You lost yours, so even if your thoughts and memories remain within you, only at that time, only in that moment, where you Heisei Sasaki. Okay, I kind of understand the way she's framing this now. If I follow that logic, I kind of agree. However, if you're gonna make things contingent on that, all you need to do now is form a bond with Kaneki himself. Even if you want to place it solely on that symbolic nature. My future is no longer connected in any way to yours. Because I'm not Heisei anymore? Yo, that panel. Yeah, you're always gonna be the man's mother, dude. Really and truly. Throwback. Bro, that face. No, she still heavily cares about you, and otherwise she wouldn't give you that blow to the gut. Stand up, yo. That's nostalgic as fuck. Stand up straight, Kaneki. There's a part of you I was really fond of. Goodbye. Damn. Yo, that's real. That's fucking amazing. Give me a moment. That was just like a heavy wave of nostalgia that reminded me how much I adore this bond. And she's gonna leave though. I guess she really is. I understand why she has to at this point. She's not gonna find the answer she's looking for if she just follows this lead. Miss Akira, I am. My heart, Kaneki, don't do this to me right now. That's real as fuck too. If you think about the parallels, and that's if you go back to early Re, and the question as far as the man's happiness, and what Akira and Arima asked him, straight up, I'm so lonely. Note the lack of the chin touch this time. Honestly, like that's the thing. That this is exactly why the man is one of my favorite protagonists of all time in any medium. Straight up. I'm not crying. I'm not crying. I'm not crying for that right now. I'm not crying. It's incredibly sad, but at the same time, that scene as a whole actually makes me happy. The emotions are running too high. It's see, this is such a nice transition right here. As far as Ishida crafting this narrative, because it's somewhat refreshing to be hit by the feels in a more positive light. But even still, that sadness is ever lurking, man. First class I'm on. Where are you going? See, I'm liking this Ritos too. I'm liking them running back both of these interactions after the conversation with Token and Nami. You can really All right, I'm done. Let me get through this. This chapter is powerful. Food. I want some delicious curry. Even Ghoul Countermeasures Act violators should have the freedom to go eat some curry, right? How's that sound? Why don't you come too? Oh man, this dynamic, even better. That was pretty sarcastic of me, wasn't it? You like sweet food more, don't you? Yes. So strange, dude. The most obvious stable things whose structure I had taken for granted, they're slowly being unmade. The longer I live, the more this world ties me down. I met some young ghouls earlier, and I didn't think of them as my enemies. Me, of all people. Why and for what? What were we doing with the time we spent before this? You realize that this is the very thought that Amon's been contending with for the longest, and he's been on his own. I mean, unless you want to count Kuro stuff, but I'm not even gonna throw that in there. And he'd undergone Kano's twisted operation, so it's far worse for him. If I can't even feel hatred, then I'm at a dead end. There's nowhere to go from here. But where do you want to go? That's what Amon's got game, bro. Amon's got motherfucking game. He's the only one that can spur her forward at this point too. Not just because of what he means to her, but because of the fact that he is contending with this very issue himself. You can go anywhere from here. We're alive. You, me. Easy words, just saying we're alive. We're still empty. Done right now. This chapter is too good. This chapter is too fucking good. Then feel that emptiness. What do you? Hatred, rage. I understand what it feels like to live supported only by those emotions. When they finally dissolve, it feels like you're left hollow. Exactly. After becoming like this, I too have had to live side by side with that emptiness. I thought that all the time I had spent as an investigator was for naught, as was the coming future. But everything's not totally gone. Please stop showing me these weird Kano Behelit looking meatballs. I'm not a fan, dude. And he's made it look even more so like a Behelit in that panel. Just distracting me from the weight of this dialogue. I mean, symbolically, it's real as fuck. Going back to it and going back to the time he had spent there, but god damn, it's disgusting. Meanwhile, I can't even say anything because Sado had to eat it and consume his family like that. It's fucked up. If emptiness is just another feeling, then it too exists. So this nothing is something. Yes, gazing into that emptiness is painful. It's hard. But if you can face it unfaltering, it will eventually give you the answer you seek, how you want to live your life. Bro. Powerful shit I'm on. Power. Some real dialogue right here. It's probably going into some of my top points of TG dialogue. Like on par with one of my favorite points, which is the Renji dialogue, but I'm not gonna get into that. That'd be an interesting discussion to have actually as far as the series as a whole. But I need to get to my reread before I do any of that. I can't. That's so scary. Then I'll support you by your side. Tell me the ship is finally going to set sail after all this time. Come on. You've truly grown. Next time. Yo! Wait! Hold on. I'm actually mad. I turned this page right now. If you shield it, nah, he's the one that approached. He can't be shielding it now, especially with that dialogue. Next time, don't dodge. So many parallels to prior scenes in this chapter. Why? Who did I? You know what? No, it's fine. It happened. They kissed. They kissed right there. I that. There's no other reason. Symbolically for what it means, that line of dialogue, the raise right there in her feet, giving this whole panel the focus. There's no other way. No other way. Happened. Done. Ishida could have at least shown it to me, but I think the way it's constructed, I have to hand it to him. He's just as powerful this way, and I think it hones in on the symbolism a little bit more. this way. Still, I wanted to see it, man. What do you think about the new bureau chief? Oh, you mean Furuta? Ah, this fucking shit right here. Matsuri Washu was keeping a pretty close eye on him at one point. He suspected that the Washu killings were his doing. And now Matsuri's gone. See, I knew it was everyone in that special class lineup. Although man still rank 1, but either way, everyone in that lineup knew damn well the shade that he could, and realistically, the rest of the fodder that you see just falling like blind sheep is twisted. There's really nothing they can do to root him out at this point either. He's the kind of man that'd execute Sasaki in public. Please, Hige. You're a damn fool if you truly believe that was the king. If he had actually gotten his hands on Kaneki, he wouldn't have gone out like a little bitch like that. I'm sorry. R.I.P. to that clone. Not gonna lie, it's sad. However, and that's the thing too. We still don't realistically know if it was because we know the old guy rooted in the Rise clones using that new Q's operation, which I still don't understand how that came to be a project that had been in the works without somebody on Kano's caliber. But nevertheless, that leads to more questions. But despite that, Furuta's had her under his control for quite some time. We still don't know if they utilize his DNA or if it was similar to some Uta shit. That's the only difference. Either way, it doesn't really matter, does it? Because it's all just rooted in the cloning shit, which is fucked up. But he want to do anything he wants, and then the force is just going to proliferate itself. That person who was executed might not have been Heisei. Who said that? Who fucking said that right now? Give them my son. Give this man a motherfucking medal. You know damn well that man couldn't go out like that. Special class Suzuya. First class Ito. I'm glad they brought Ito out here too. Meeting. Let's have a meeting. What do you mean it wasn't Sasaki? He looked completely different than what's on our footage of the. Look at that fucking panel. Look at the savagery in the man's eyes. And you mean to tell me that young lad was anything on that caliber? Only blind fools would believe in that farce. So then, what was? Some ghouls can change their faces, like exactly, dude. On that Uta shit, even though I still don't know if it's that simple, but. Like the clown's no face. He took on the face of Shinohara, and against Hiraku he appeared as Arimon. That wasn't Heisei. In fact, the bureau chief might just be in league with the Ghoul. Yo, my girl. You know she'd been fucking distraught that whole time. But she also had a feeling. I saw it in her eyes. But it shook her too heavily. Damn. I love you so much, Psycho. I love you so very much. Oh, look at Urie's face, too. He's an outcast, you know. You're getting a bit too happy. Nothing's going to come of us rooting out Furuta's lies. Urie continues to exceed my expectations. What's more important is our awareness of the fact that he lied. Exactly. Furuta, you reek of something foul. Still on Kuri as far as I'm concerned. Kuri's gonna need to account for his misstep in endorsing him initially. So what was it you wanted to show me? Ah, yes, here. I think you'll be quite pleased. This motherfucker, you can't be serious! Now, all right, the puzzle just fell into place as far as the Yogai is concerned. I should have known this was the only benefactor he could slither away to. Slippery bastard. Dangerous combination, man. Kano, man. Motherfucking Kano. At least now we're probably closer to seeing the Gagi and Googie ones. But before that, let me introduce you to a new visiting researcher. Hello. He's so smug, too. Kano. How are they doing? The Yogai, I mean. They're quite lively. They're young, and their kakos have assimilated quite quickly. I heard they brought the 12th war quite close to full suppression. That's in that short amount of time? Yes, indeed. Furuta, enough with this crap. Whatever you talking about? That crazy performance and you bringing Kano here. Kano was once providing his services to Aogiri Tree. Right you are. Now we'll have him provide those services to us. There's nothing that... Yo, Kuri, you fucked up heavy early game. There's nothing you can do now. Kano was abducted and forced to work for Aogiri Tree. I doubt anyone would have been able to refuse in such a situation, and no one can refute that shit either. That's the thing. Besides, you stand to gain. Me? There are some ghouls with an exceedingly strong life force, like Noro, for example. This motherfucker. Don't focus on that ever again. I don't want to see this bastard right now. I can't. I love him. And I love it. I hate him and I love him. It's the weirdest combination, dude. It's almost oxymoronical to the degree that I absolutely love him as an antagonistic figure. He's such a twisted bastard, dude. If we can analyze their bodies, we may be able to give those abilities to humans as well. We can improve upon the cues and increase our investigative power. Kano's techniques are indispensable in such pursuits. See, that's the thing. So because here's the problem with it too, because we know that Kano performed the operation on him. That happened before Ruang and Kokuya. So even when he was on the island, still under Aogiri's conscription, they were already in league. We knew that much. I should have just assumed that he slithered back here. I should have just known that he'd slither back here. But I had this notion that he was gonna go completely rogue on his own and have his little horde of naked fucking cues. But you know what? At this point, Furta's pulling the majority of these strings. The only existence that I have more credence in as far as late game is V. I think it's about time I reveal my full theories on that, actually. I really do. This fucking bastard. How in the hell does that have anything to do with me? After all, the cues themselves are unethical. And humane? Ethical? This man said nonsense, you fool. So then I guess this is also an inhumane present. Give me this shit. Give me these, man. Give me these fuckers. You can't be serious right now. You can't be fucking serious right now. You couldn't let it rest in peace. Fuck, dude. Fuck. I actually would have never seen that. I never thought of this possibility. It's just the head, too. This man's just got Airu's head in a jar. Talking about, yo, this motherfucker. He said humane, ethical, nonsense, you fool, and then he whipped out the fucking jar. See, I can't imagine that Kuri is gonna go along for that. Like, see, look at that face. Look at that face. We've got her body too. Oh my god. What if she were to come back to life? How about them ethics? I can't right now, dude. I can't. He's on another level. It's disgusting. It's disturbing. It fills my heart with anger and rage, and yet I love witnessing it. He literally just shattered Kuri in one move. you know, my son Juzo, it's on you, man. You and Uri gotta tag team this little rebellion, and you're gonna have to start orchestrating some stuff low key because shit's fucked. And it's not even that Kuri wants to see. I guarantee you Kuri doesn't want to see Hai revive like that. That's fucked up. The problem is it's basically like he's holding her hostage. Motherfucker, this slippery bastard. I'm done. Bougie, my son. Kuroyo, what's this photo? Mutsuki. I'm looking for a friend of Yoriko's, actually. Yo, I completely forgot about that. Apparently, she vanished during the Owl operation in 20th Ward. She hated photos, so all she has of her is this. The ceremony's coming up, dude. I get that's true, too. I swear to God, man. This wedding is just unlimited death flag on my boy Bujin. It truly is. I want to see him happy, but God damn. If you're able to find her, I want to invite her for Yoriko's sake. Can I borrow this photo? And you're gonna send Mutsuki on this motherfucking hunt. I don't like how this is gonna go. I really don't. Although, you know what? I have what? Yo. Took me a second to actually notice that. I have faith in Goddess Toka. I should be. I mean, Mitsuki is fucking twisted as fuck at this point. But if we were to get a one-on-one clash between the two, I mean, it's not like Toka hasn't grown considerably. I don't know which way that would actually go. I mean, Mutsuki going Kakuja would be my concern at that point. This is fucking crazy. It took me like at least 5 seconds to actually notice this before I turned the page. This chapter overall just taking me back in way too many ways. I was used to the hair, but now you want to bring it back to the OG style. What did you do? Your hair. Oh, I didn't even catch this line in the corner. I might know this person. You know damn well. You know damn well you haven't forgotten. That's a fucked up little setup right there. I dyed it. Does it look weird? No, it's kind of nostalgic. Exactly. That's exactly how I feel about it. She did look like a fucking goddess with the other color though. Organizing information. Yeah, I'm looking into a big incident involving ghouls. It's pretty interesting. Apparently, in the past, the CCG was driven almost to extinction at the hands of a one-eyed. Yes! Do it! And then we'll get the underground arc that I've been craving for ages and ages. Guarantee you that's still alive. I guarantee you the OG King is still alive. It's the only way to get the missing pieces of information as well. What's interesting about that? By the way, Toka, what was it that you wanted to talk about? Oh, yeah. Are you... No fucking way, Toka. Are you kidding me right now? Yo, look at this! My fucking God, you gotta be kidding me right now. You gotta be fucking kidding me right now. Hold on. You gotta be fucking kidding me right now. You see this man's face? He's spilling the coffee everywhere, too. Toki, you're joking with me right now. You're playing games with me right now. Yo, you know what makes this crazy, too? I can't. I'm done. This reaction is priceless. I guarantee editor told him to put that shit in there on the tagline. Something she wanted to ask for a long time. This was the conversation you wanted to have with the man before going to get RC suppressant. Are you a virgin? You trying to make moves right now, Toka? Which it would be a long time coming, I'm not gonna lie. But the fucked up part about this, now that I really think about it, is that technically he's not. I wonder how he's gonna size. You're gonna have to sidestep this because, I mean, I guess he never penetrated anyone before, so I don't know how you want to look at it, but he was, you know, for all intents and purposes, if you infer it this way, and I personally am one of those that does, he was pretty much sodomized by Yamori. I'm 99.9% sure that he was sodomized by Yamori. So technically, he's not a virgin, but I don't know how you want to look at it, man. This shit, you can't, yo, Ishida, you got jokes, my dude. You have this powerful ass chapter, the Amon and Akira dialogue, the scene with Kaneki and Akira, fucking amazing. You're setting stuff up with Mitsuki. You have the Haider reveal. You have the Kano reveal, and you want to end the chapter. It's. Ishida, what a good man. What a motherfucking good man. I'm done. I can't even with this right now. I'm just saying, technically, the man's not a virgin, though. Technically, the man's not a virgin. Son. I want to see. I really, like, just seeing him spill the coffee is fucking priceless. I need to see what he says to this shit. They need to smash right. They need to smash right now. It's been a long time coming as it is. God damn, dude. Oh, you guys don't know about. I'm seeing in this chat right now that some people don't know about this sodomy that the man endured. No, it's a real thing. You just gotta you gotta look into it. I mean, some people still debate it to this day, but it's something that I've known for the longest. I'm pretty sure Chibi agrees with me on that too. I'm 100% sure that Chibi agrees. We talked about this before. I mean, technically, that makes him not a virgin. Technically. I mean, it's how you want to look at it, because he's never inserted his shit into anything before, as far as I know. It could have been some other fucked up shit I don't know about. But getting penetrated, I mean, you can't necessarily. It's a sexual act. You know what I'm saying? It's a sexual act. So I don't know. I don't even want to think about that, Raichu. No, we're not going down that route. No, that's purely physical abuse. Yeah, Chibi. No, I know Chibi agrees. We had like a long. I had a while back. This is a while back too. I had a long conversation about Tokyo Ghoul with him, and that was one of the topics that came up. Oh man, the world fucked him, so he's not a virgin. So it was much based on the fact that his pelvic region seemed much stronger under an effort. That was one of the indications of it, though. And Ishida purposely did that, as far as I'm concerned. Next chapter starts with Kaneki waking up next to Toka, thinking of a flashback with him and Yamori. No, please, let's not. I shouldn't even brought this up right now. I really shouldn't have brought this up right now. Yo, I need to know how he answers this question. I need to know right now, and then they actually need to get it in too. Now's the time. With during this little lull where actual feel good shit is happening, I'm gonna need something to transpire there. No, I'm not going down that nonsense. So yeah, now after Toka fucks Kaneki, she wouldn't have plot armor anymore. I beg to differ. I think it's better if they smash, dude. Honestly, I think it's better if they smash, because regardless of if they do or don't, the same threat it remains. I don't think it diminishes her plot armor anyway, because it'd just be even more fucked up if she went out and they never actually manifested their relationship. But I don't think it's gonna go down that way, man. I have faith. I have faith in that. Out of anything else, and I know it's misplaced, it's fucking Tokyo Ghoul. But out of anything else, I have faith in this. That clash with Mitsuki is inevitable, but I'm gonna choose to have faith in Toka. And if not, then my boy Renji or somebody needs to prevent that shit from happening. Oh man. This man spilled his coffee Woke up with those heavy questions, yo. Fucking done. I can't even with this chapter right now. I need some time to compose myself. I just need to just smash that like button. Let me know your thoughts. I'm fucking out, dude. I need next week's chapter immediately. Peace.